snitching. I'm so snitching on this man. I am so snitching. I am snitching so hard. There's nothing you can do about how much of a snitch I am going to snitch right now. Story time. Yes, today I'm going to do a story time. Obviously, I don't do story times. This is like my first ever story time. So if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but you're going to have to like it anyway, or you can get the fuck off my channel. Because I'm a little... I don't care about cover girls. I am pressed, and I need to tell you guys why I'm pressed. Okay, so I played this game called Ponytown. Yes, I'm going to be drawing while I talk about this because, you know, I'm going to be screaming my way out of this. So this is a very long video, and I'm also going to be adding what's wrong with the game Ponytown. Or not what's wrong with it, but the people inside of it. I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time, but I was scared that somebody was going to get on me about it, but I'm not scared of no fictional people no more, so kiss my butt. So I play a game called Ponytown, which many people also play, and I'm on the first server, and me and my girly pop, and my best friends play it on a daily basis, every day actually, and I really enjoy it, and I used to enjoy it when all of a sudden I met a Mafia OC. I don't remember his name, but we're going to call her Jack for this story. I don't know if that was his real name or not, but we're going to call him Jack for this story. So I met Jack on Ponytown in 2025, and Jack was a very charming boy. He told me his age, he told me a little bit of his backstory, he told me where he lived, and we shared a lot of things we had in common. And we laughed and we played and we enjoyed ourselves, and even my friend joked about us dating, but I didn't take it seriously. But unfortunately, he did take it seriously, and the second day we met, he asked me if I wanted to be his girlfriend. And I think I was either 13 or 14, I didn't really find a socialization in dating someone, but I thought he was doing one of those dating role plays at first, because, you know, we were playing on Mafia, so I thought he was still doing that. So, you know, I said yeah. Me and my brain, leave me alone. I really thought that he wasn't being serious about it, and he didn't take it seriously either, but when we started dating, he started giving me all these hopeful glares of, oh, you're cute, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're this and that and the third. And he even became my local therapist. Like, every time I needed to talk, he was the first person that I would talk to. And he actually made me feel like I was kind of valued, and he was really nice to me, and that's like really something that I need. So while he was being all nice and gushy and wishy to me, I didn't expect him to date me for 4 days, because that's exactly what he did. He dated me for 4 days. The first day we met, he was flirting with me and he was being a nice person, and then the second day he asked me to date him, and of course me and my lenient butt said yeah, because I thought that we were still in a role play at that time. And then on the third day, he was literally one of those freaky deaky ASMRs where he was just blushing all the time, and he was flirting, and he was trying to make me all happy. But during that time of this dating roleplay thing that we were doing, every time I would leave the server, he would go talk to random people, and he would go sit, like, you know when you're a pony, you have to sit on like another person, or you have to sit behind them because you can't sit directly. You know what I mean. If you play Ponytown, you know how you have to sit in between somebody, or you have to sit like, basically like you're sitting right here and you're sitting behind them. That's what I mean. You're sitting right here and someone else is sitting right there. You're sitting behind them. So that's what he did, and he was whispering to them, and he was doing the same thing that he would do to me, which is flirting with these people. And he also told me how many girlfriends he had, which was absolutely atrocious. I mean, how many people do you date on a daily basis, man? I know I'm not the first, but Jesus Christ, 40? Oh, you're a hoe. So he told me that he was a hoe. And at first, again, I did not believe this man, because there's no way that you over here dating the whole football team. And I didn't see him date anybody, because I was on Ponytown before he was on Ponytown, so I knew everyone. I knew everyone's secrets. I knew everyone's school because they would say that thing publicly. They didn't care about what and who knew. They didn't give a fuck. They said that thing permanently with chest. So I knew everyone in that server. And when he came, everyone was surrounding him, and he was always flirting with people. He was always making some nice looking characters, but he chose to flirt with me, so I let him. And then the 4th day came, and that's when the bullcrap happened, when he told me that he didn't want to date anymore and he didn't think that he was ready to date. So unfortunately, I broke up with him, or he broke up with me. And at first I was extremely pissed, because how are you gonna say I'm so cute? How are you gonna say I'm so pretty? How are you gonna flirt with me and give me all this love and attention, and you're gonna leave me, and then you're gonna say that, oh, I didn't want to hurt you, I wanted to leave you off nicely. And then I asked him, why did you want to date me in the first place? And I don't remember exactly what he said, but I feel like it was along the lines of, I guess I was lonely. That's probably what he said. I don't remember, because again, it was in 2025. But I guess he was lonely and needed someone's attention, and I guess he was the person that I picked, because I sat alone in Ponytown, because my friends were at school. So, yeah. Even though I thought that it was a role play, I still really thought that I was being loved, which hurt me more. That he just wanted to be cared for that time being, and then he was gonna leave me as soon as he got what he wanted, which is a terrible thing for someone to do. I'm so tired of talking about this already. And then he told me that he wasn't ready to date, which also pissed me off, because if you're not ready to date, then why the hell would you date me in the first place? Like, does that even make any sense? If you're not ready to date, then why would you date somebody? Do you know how dumb you sound? Oh, I'm not ready to date anybody. Then why the hell are you dating me? Why are you here? If you're not ready to date, then why did you start dating me in the first place? Like, you just sound so stupid. He sounds like some of those stupid idiots. I'm not ready to date. Then why did you make me feel like I was loved then? Why did you make me feel like I had someone to talk to? Like I felt like I was finally needed by somebody, because I was lonely. When I tell you I was lonely, I was freaking lonely. I wasn't desperate, no. I was just very, very lonely, and he came up and he made me feel like I was worth something. And then after he broke up with me, I cussed at him, and that's the only thing that he stuck with. When I tell you that's the only thing that this man stuck with, I mean that's the only thing that he stuck with. When me and him talked with the little time that we had on that game, he kept telling me how much he hated me, how much he didn't like me, how much he just wanted me to move on. But then 3 days later after my cat is in the kitchen. Thomas, get your butt out the kitchen, dude. We had this discussion. I literally raised you better. Get out the kitchen, dude. There's nothing in there for you. Don't glare at me. Keep your butt out that kitchen. Get your butt over here. No, don't glare at me. Give me your butt. Get over here. Or chew on the cardboard box. So, any Hadouski, he begged me one time. He begged me to come back to him, and he begged me for an hour and a half, telling me how much he loved me, telling me how much he cared about me, telling me how much he missed me. But the thing is, he was dating somebody at the time, and that was the person that he's dating now. So, let me get this straight. You used me to your own advantage while I was lonely and sad, and you got what you wanted, and then you left me, and when I cussed you out for using me, you act innocent. And then you were dating somebody as soon as you broke up with me, and you still flirt with me. I don't know why you're not happy with the attention that you're getting, but you know, you do you, I guess. I don't freaking know what to tell you, ugly son of a gun. But then I left him. Like, I wanted nothing to do with this man. When I tell you I wanted nothing to do with this man, I wanted absolutely, positively nothing to do with this man. Nothing. I wanted zilch, nada, nothing to do with him. I'm sorry, this song is just beating in my ears and it's a good song. So then, out of nowhere, I finally found someone who was way better than this piece of garbage. And as the days go by, I started forgetting about him. Then we talked for a few hours a day, and he would still notice me, and he would side-eye me, and he would have an angry look on his face, and his characters were even starting to change, and it would look somewhat like my characters, but with different colors. So I noticed that he was copying me too, so I could get his attention, which was not working. And then I found out that he was dating someone, and I actually told her what he did. And at first she was like, "Oh, he did that? I'm so sorry." Because I was with my best friend at that time, and I had already told my best friend what he did, and she was absolutely positively livid with his butt, to the point where she wanted to punch my screen, but I told her no. Because that girl was furious with what that man had did. These donuts are exactly the size that I need them to be. Yeah! I'm sorry. I just like drawing donuts. So, where the was I? Oh yeah. So this man is dating a person, and the thing is that really drives me insane is that she told me in a whisper that he used to hurt her. You heard me. He used to hurt her. But when I told her, or him, I'm going to call her her for now, but when I told her about the dating thing that he did to me and the fact that he was cussing at me and was giving me a really hard time, she didn't care. Instead, leave that alone, Thomas. You can't have my donut. Shut. And instead of holding him accountable for his actions, she started treating me the same way that he treated me. She came out as a nice woman, or man, I don't know. I'm going to say a woman again. She came out as a nice woman, a nice friendly person, completely different from him. And then all of a sudden, the exact same personality that he had poked out of her. And I was like, oh yeah, y'all are completely right for each other. Y'all got the exact same personality and nasty ass attitude. Y'all are completely right for each other. So when I told her what her boyfriend did, at first she came out and told me that he also hurt her one time. But they had been dating for a while, so that means while he was dating me, he was also dating her, which was crazy because you didn't know about me. Yeah. That's exactly the music I need. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the music I need. Yeah. Oh, I'm about to start talking shit. Because my cat is so interested in my shadow puppets. I can't make animals. Hold on. I can't make a bird. I'm just making legs. His little neck is tilted all the way. I can't make shadow animals. Not anymore. I used to when I was a kid. But anyway, that's the story. So I realized that she was the exact same as him. So I left her alone after she stopped disrespecting me, after she stopped giving me the freaking lip of the California, after she stopped giving me lip of freaking Greer. It was a long episode of her just giving me her butt to kiss. After she was finally done doing all that paragraph ass talking and typing she was doing. Like, I wonder how long it took her to type all of that. Because that girl was typing like her life depended on it. That girl was tippity typing. She was trying so hard to get me to understand that he's gonna change. He's been a good man. Girl, sure. After you told me that he also hurt you before you guys even started dating, but all of a sudden he's a great man. And then after we had that discussion, you know what she did? She fucking snitched on me. She snitched on me to him. And he told me to leave my girlfriend alone. You don't bother my girlfriend. Nigga. Your OCs are ugly, your breath stank, and your freaking body smells like Tuzok. Shut your mouth. God dang, over there smelling like the freaking mutant Ninja Turtles if they weren't actually mutant and they were dead, rotten corpses. That's what you smell like. You smell like ass. You smell like a dumpster. You smell like a raccoon on a Sunday afternoon. You smell like you haven't showered in 30 freaking years and you trying to protect a girl who you hurt on a daily basis. Like, who do you think you are? You're literally the man who hurts girls and then whines and complains and cries like a little baby when they cuss at you because they accuse you of using them. But you're so big and bold, but you're so tough. So after that argument, we stopped talking for real. And he actually stopped popping up on Ponytown for a while, and I thought that I was finally free. Until 2026, when he started popping up again in a Bro Stars unicorn OC. And that's when my girlfriend, which I have shut up, me and my girly pop, she actually protected me from him before he even said anything, because I told her about him, and she, again, can someone stop Snapchatting me? I don't care about what you got going on. Leave me alone before I slap you into next year. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm making a video right now. Holy Mother of Jesus. Got like 5K views on Snappy Wap, but jeez. Anywho-ski. Because this is the climax of the video, so this is some great music. Lately, he has been laying off, but his girlfriend, on the other hand, me and my sis, and my girly pop, and my sis, Jesus Christ, have been just going at it back and forth. One time, me and my friend were just going at it with her, and she was literally trying to act as if he was some kind of holy god, instead of what she knows that he is, which is a terrible person. Damn, Snapchat, y'all won't leave me alone to save your life. Goodness gracious, am I that important to y'all? Golly, man, leave me alone for like 5 minutes. I already posted like 14 different videos today. I haven't even posted the one I made like a few hours ago, and y'all demanding more. Hey, man, give me a minute. Hold on, let me just... Okay. Yeah, y'all saw that. Shut up. Anywho... So, forgot where I was. Oh yeah, she is refusing to hold him accountable. And on top of that, he's refusing to hold himself accountable to the point where every single time he sees my character, he sits beside me. He sits near me. He sits close to me. And let me tell you what happened today. So today, since I'm a dyslexic person, I even put it on Snapchat. I made a whole video just a few hours ago exposing him, and I put it on my Snapchat, of him legitly saying, I wonder what it would feel like in the eyes of a dyslexic person, which is offensive to me because, nigga, why would you want that? And he was also being extremely offensive to dyslexic people. He said, just because I messed up one word, all of a sudden he's dyslexic. It's not what dyslexia is. I'm writing a whole entire book and I'm drawing, but I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I suffer from all kinds of shit. I'm not using it as an excuse. I will never use it as an excuse. I'll always do my best, and I would never ever just say, oh, I'm dyslexic, so I can't do this. I would never do something like that, because I know I can do it, even though I got this this thing going on with me. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I gotta do when I gotta do it. Damn, Snapchat, be loud. It ain't ever gonna stop me from doing what I gotta do when I gotta do it. It will never. But he offended me, and then he asked what it would be like to be dyslexic. So I told him. But you wanna know something that I noticed lately? After my best friend and my ex's girlfriend went at it, they blocked us off our screen. But in reality, when they blocked us off of their screens, they also blocked themselves off of me and my sister's screens. So we don't see them. I see my ex, but I don't see my ex's girlfriend. And I didn't block her. So Ponytown did, or she blocked herself off of my screen, so I wouldn't know that she's there. Which is kind of creative. But I can always tell when she's there because my ex is always talking to Casper the Ghost. See how smart I am? Damn, Snapchat. Hey guys. Hey sir. Hi, how's it going? Hold on, let me just... ...97 views, 280 views, 88 views. This one got 53, this one got 64, this one got 59, this one got 49, this one got 145, 146, and I just posted all these today. I got 43 on this one, 45 on this one, 42 on this one, 57 on this one, 40 on this one. Goodness gracious. I got 100 views on this one. 100 views, 45 views, 40, 45, 18, 15, 20, 15, 14, 17, 19, 19, 11. 100 views, 96 views, 370 views, 290 views, 137 views. Goodness gracious. 144 views, 120 views, 114 views, 2012 views. Oh my god, I'm famous. No, because I got 5.20k followers. I'm sorry I had to do that dance break. What is going on with Snapchat?
That one friendly teacher.
This my coochie. Where about your word? I'm a 22-year-old mama, 3 kids. Judge your mama and not me. I never understood getting mad at another woman for how many kids she got. Y'all be asking, this my coochie. Where about your? This my coochie. Where about your?
What did this woman just say?
This my coochie. Where about your word?
This my coochie, worry about yours. Okay, girl. You get it.
This my coochie. Where about your word? I'm a 22-year-old mama, 3 kids. Judge your mama and not me, boo. I never understood getting mad at another woman for how many kids she got. Y'all be acting like y'all the one taking care of them. If I want 15 kids, I can have 15 kids. Anyway, spend the afternoon with us. I don't know what's wrong with my babies, but they just won't take baby, but give them a whole chicken leg. I guarantee you they gonna bust it down. These kids is black for real. How often do y'all give y'all babies a back?
I think the reason why people is mad at you because of the fact you got so many kids is because you're not taking care of them. If you say you got 15, you got 3 kids, and you're probably gonna be pregnant with more. You're living in a one house, and you barely getting by. People's is gonna be mad at you because you are not sustainable to be a mother yet. If you got good house and you can afford formula, then we could talk about kids. But girl, you got 3, a nasty looking husband, he ain't got no hair, he's skinny as hell, ain't no way. Girl, you better throw his ass into the garbage because he ain't doing shit for you. He ain't doing shit for you. He's not doing shit for you. And you ain't doing shit for yourself. Any Hadooski, let's finish this story because I got another one. And it's also stupid. It also has something to do with me. I wasn't in love, but you know what I mean. Okay. Shut up. Loud ass Splatoon music. I'm just kidding. Alright, so back to the story. Today, again, so he was talking about some offensive crap, and I answered him. I think that's where I left off at. I answered him, and I was extremely offended, and then his little girlfriend, who blocked herself off of my screen, and my girlfriend, and my girly girl, and my best friend's screen. We cannot see her, but we can see my ex. Unfortunately, I wish I couldn't see both, so I could never knew that they existed in the first place, because they're extremely annoying, and I hope they burn in hell somewhere. Anywho. Sorry, music break. I'm so distracted. That's how you know I'm dyslexic as fuck. Where was I? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. And then, today, I literally just answered him, and I told him that he didn't want to be dyslexic, because he was basically talking to himself, because again, she blocked herself off of my screen, so every time I see him, he's either deflecting his emotions, ignoring her, or talking to Casper the Ghost. I wish he was Casper the Ghost so I could stop hearing her stupid voice and shit. Anyway. I'm tired of talking about her ugly self. But again, it's not for me. It's for her raggedy butt. But, shut up for a minute so I can concentrate. I don't care about your Patreon. Let me concentrate real quick. Okay, so basically, after today, we were simply sitting, and he was talking crap, which I still want to slap him in the face for. I'm still on that. And then he walked up to me. When I tell you he walked up to me, I mean he got up from his willy-nilly seat and decided he was going to speak to moi. And I told him, instead of telling him, because he came to me and he asked me, hey, did you block someone named King Dice, which is actually the OC name of the person that he's dating, which is, I think, a girl. I don't remember. But she or he is the OC of King Dice, you know, from Cuphead? Yeah. So that's the OC of them. Do not go bash them. Even though I would like you to, do not bash them. So, anywho. He asked me if I blocked them, and I told him no. And then I kept on trying to tell him, I did not block your stupid girlfriend. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. And then he started being persistent, as he was when we dated. Very persistent, very screamy, very, oh, if I can't get what I want, I'm going to scream in your ear for the last 20 minutes kind of dude. And that's who he was. He was very persistent. And finally, I cracked and I told him, I'm your ex. I don't want to talk to you. All of a sudden, his attitude completely changed, as if he didn't know that it was me. And he started cussing at me and disrespecting me and talking about, oh, I wish I never knew that it was you. I wish you never told me, even though you were basically on your freaking pony knees begging me to tell you who I was and begging you to tell you why I didn't like you so much. And then when I tell you, then you want to complain about it. Like, dude, you're such a narcissist. You want to complain about everything. And I even tried to tell him that he was the problem when suddenly, again, he started to try to act nonchalant as if he didn't do anything. And then this random person who has nothing to do with the problem, who has no idea what was going on, just magically jumped into this conversation and started treating him as if he was the victim. You heard me right. The dude that dated me for 4 whole days is getting princess treatment because I am getting on to him for offending me when he's talking crap about dyslexic people. And literally all I did was answer him because he said that he wanted to know what it felt like to be dyslexic. And then this girl started screaming at me in all caps, talking about, leave him alone, leave him alone, when he started cussing at me first. He literally called me an idiot first, just because I didn't want to answer him. And when I told him that I was his ex, he automatically switched up and he started cussing at me first. But all of a sudden, I'm such a bad person. I'm such a villain. I am such an insecure person. Because, you know, that's exactly what she called me. She called me insecure. How am I insecure? Because I answered a simple question, all of a sudden I'm insecure. Like, I know I fell for rage bait, but like, bro, you even more of a rage baiter than me. You over here calling me insecure when you're joining a conversation that has nothing to do with you. And then he had the audacity to ask, why did you join into our conversation? Probably because you're offending a lot of people in the cafe by talking shit about something that they can't control. Maybe that's why I joined in on the stupid conversation. Maybe you shouldn't be having a conversation in public about how you want to know how it feels like to be dyslexic. Then maybe people wouldn't even have anything to join you in if you just be a little more, you know, responsible with your chat logs. Maybe if you whisper your little stupid hot topic looking disgusting male having ass girlfriend with her dirty ass wig, maybe if you whispered her, because there's an option, there's a pull out my phone for evidence, because obviously you're probably not going to believe me. Let's go to the private server. I don't want to go to 18 plus. I'm going to go to the private server. I'm going to go to this server right here. And I am going to... Okay, I don't think he's here anymore. Hopefully. I found the person who was talking shit. I'm about to. Man, they moved. Okay. This person right here, I'm about to snitch up a storm. This person right here decided that she was gonna open her lips out of nowhere. The one with the brown hair, yeah, she was gonna open her mouth when no one was talking to her, and she was just gonna start yapping up a storm when no one was talking to her. I wish I had the chat logs. I wish upon a star that I had the chat logs. I don't even think he's here anymore. I think he left, which is a good thing. Okay, he went bye-bye, I think. If I'm for sure, then yeah, he's gone. I want to check the 18 plus server real quick. I'm gonna check if he's here with his dirty ass girlfriend or not, cause I wanna expose y'all so bad. I just want y'all to burn in hell somewhere, cause y'all causing me so much stress and bullshit that don't even need to be happening. So let's see if they're over here. Probably not. There's a lot of people in 18 plus. Alright, they're not here either, which is great. Okay, so that is one of the people who were like pissing me all the way off. But let me also show you that there is a way to... Alright, so you see this? Shit, you don't see nobody. Alright, so you see this person right here. I don't know them. But this is Ponytown. I don't know them. So there's this little icon. When you click it. Bro. Goddamn phone reflection. So there's this icon. And you click it right here. You see? There's block. There's hide. Yes, yes, yes. So. It says send whisper. And then. Easily. You can whisper the person. If you knew that I was around you, which you know because he knows all of my OCs, he knows all of my OCs, he knows exactly what I look like, he knows when I'm here and when I'm not, and if you don't want anyone to join in your stupid ass conversation, then maybe you should do yourself a favor and use the whisper option, buddy. Because every single time I even see you and your little girlfriend is always talking about, you should block us. Take your own advice. Block me permanently so I don't see you and you don't see me, so we'll never even know that each other exists. Because every single time I see you, every time I hear you, every single time I even get the motion of you, your face, your ears, your everything. Even if I don't know you in real life, you still had a small impact on my brain cells. And I just hate you every time I see you. And that's just a sad thing. That you have an impact on me. And you are a physical, stupid, incompetent pony on a fictional game. And you done so much to me and my friend to the point where we see your character and we just want to throw our phones. Just whisper, since you don't want me to be in your business. Don't scream in all caps. Disrespectful, dyslexic, offensive bullshit. And to his girlfriend, zip your lips. Because as a person who has been in a disrespectful relationship, you said that he was hurting you once. And yet here you are treating him as if he's some kind of prince. Girl, shut the fuck up. You damn horse. Transition! Alright, guys. So the second story also happened on Ponytown. Because everything happens on Ponytown. Let me remind you that I get bullied on a daily basis on Ponytown. When I get bullied on a daily basis, I mean it. I get bullied on a daily basis, and half of these people I do not know. If you think that I start these arguments, you are dead wrong. I do not. I barely even bother these people. So just keep in mind that I was bullied all the way through kindergarten in real life, and I'm in high school in virtual, and I still get bullied. But not on virtual, but I am bullied on a physical fucking pony game where random people who do not even know me are bullying me, and they could be 20 years old and they're bullying a 16-year-old. That's crazy. Anyway, so lately the drama that's really been going on is this character. No, we are not dating. We were never dating. I never liked him. We were friends. So, because this is what really pissed me off a few days ago, and my girly girl, my girly pop, actually ended up protecting me too. So, I love her. Anyway. So, one day, I'm sitting there chilling after all that crap happened during 2026. Which was just a few days ago, actually. And there was this boy, he was dressed as, that little gray the gray dude from Walton Files, whatever his name is, Jack Walton. He was dressed as Jack Walton, and he actually spoke to me first, and I said hello to him. He said hello, and we started talking, and again, the exact same routine, being my therapist, being there for me. He called me cute, he called me beautiful, he called me adorable. And I even talked to him about my mother and me having argument issues. And I saw him as a friend and only a friend. And then he started flirting with me too. He even told me every single part of his personal business. his family, his mom, his dad, his brother, his sisters, his grandma, where he lived, what country he lived in. This man gave me his IP address at this point. This man might as well give me his freaking bank account because he was feeling real comfortable when he was talking to me. But, the day after we met, we hung out for 3 days. And then on the 4th day, I don't know what's wrong with the 4th day. I don't know why boys decide that they want to be friends with me or date me for 3 days and then break up with me on the 4th day. I don't know what kind of fucking Wakanda forever bullshit that is. But it lasted for a very long time. Our friendship lasted for like a month. And on the last of the month, he decided that he was going to disappear. And then he told me that he was going to come back. And he didn't come back. Instead, he was hanging out with 2 grown men ponies who had better OCs than him. So I walked over there, I gave him a bouquet of flowers, and then I sat beside him, and of course these pieces of garbage started like talking crap about this OC called Ribbit from Digital Circus. It's like a princess Ribbit. I don't know why she did that, but she was like running them ragged, running around, calling them all kinds of names, and all I told them to do is block them. And of course, one of the boys told me to shut the fuck up, princess. No one wants to hear you. Shut up, woman. So I sat behind him, and he didn't do anything. Now, I thought that he wasn't looking at his screen, his tablet screen at first, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Now, let me tell you something. When I make the word I do it twice. I do a lowercase I, and then I do a uppercase I. I don't know why. At first I thought it was my keyboard, but then I just thought it was me. And that has literally become a part of my grammar. What the hell? And that has become a part of my grammar. And I do not care about it. So many people laugh about it, and so many people don't even care because other people speak different languages. Other people speak Japanese and Italian and African American on this fucking game, so no one cares that I put 2 lowercase and uppercase I's when I speak. So no one cared about it before, but these 2 boys decided they were going to mock me and disrespect me because of it, to the point where they were insulting me. And instead of Mr. Jack Walton protecting me like I protected him a few days ago, he decided he was going to whisper everyone and say, "Can you guys be quiet? I'm on the toilet." A moment of silence for this dude who was on the toilet with his phone in the bathroom with him. But you want to know something else? If he was in the bathroom with his phone, then that means that he was watching. You know where I'm going with this? He was watching as his own friends mocked me for the way that I spoke. That's how I feel. A surge of... So then I tried to tell them to leave me alone, to stop bothering me, to stop mocking me, and instead they continued, and then all of a sudden he started mocking me too. He started mocking me, and I left. And all 3 of them for half an hour were disrespecting me. Remember, this is the exact same dude who's being nice to me and calling me cute and beautiful and all other stuff like that. I didn't fall in love with him. Never would. I didn't know him long enough. And I got pressed. But then I told my friend, and she got more pressed and gave him the absolute scoopa doopa. She gave him the scoopa doopa 2000 and beat that absolutely loving fuck out of him. I mean, she was roasting him until the entire cafe started treating her as if she was some kind of entity. Like, she just crawled out of the ground as a red fucking demon. And everyone was talking about how she was harassing him when there was no sign of harassment anywhere at all. Now, going on to the bullying, it's just random people every single day either following me around the cafe or telling me to kill myself or telling me to off myself or insulting me on a daily basis, insulting my character or insulting my girly pop. They usually insult me. They usually scream and yell and call me all kinds of names and will literally treat me as if I am some kind of burden to them in a fictional video game where we dress up ponies and we socialize. They treated me as if I was some kind of monster every single fucking day. I'm not going to say any of those occasions because it is way too many to list. Oh yeah, one of the occasions, which I'm still pissed about, is me and my girly pop were getting to know each other before we I'm actually dating her, because we knew each other for a very long time, and I actually have her on Facebook, and I know what she looks like, and I know where she lives, and we have so much in common. We're basically sisters, so I'm not like doing I'm not doing what I did with Jack Walton or that stupid Brawl Stars unicorn dude. I'm not doing it with him because I hate them. I actually know her and what she's plotting and how she is, and I know basically everything about her from daily basis to daily basis. So, yeah, it's a good song. So I know mostly everything about her on a daily basis to the daily basis. But enough of that. So me and my girly pop were getting to know each other, and we were literally sharing the exact same school stories together. When I mean the exact same thing, if I said I was bullied, she will counterattack that and say I was bullied too by mostly the exact same teacher. And the exact same happened to me on the exact same day. And even though we didn't have school together, we were basically twins. So everything that I said happened to her. So I was just like, well, you might as well just go out. I'm gonna snatch you up. Might as well. But it was a connection that we had. It wasn't just me knowing everything about her. It was the fact that I felt like my heart was about to pounce out every time I talked to her. But she had a crush on a boy. But then she also liked me, and so she threw her crush away and said, I like you instead. No, she's not a whore. She's one of those poly relationship kind of girls where she falls in love with someone before she meets the real person. Because the real person that she was liking on didn't really like attraction. He didn't believe in love, but she did. Can't talk. He didn't believe in love, but she did. So instead of going with someone who obviously doesn't do shit for nothing, she went for someone who, loves her. Anywho, enough about my personal business. Don't y'all go snitching. Shut up. Anyway, so me and my girly pop were sitting at the end of the cafe, and I was talking to her about a girl at my high school. I'm gonna name her the whole bitch who got a girl pregnant at my school for raping her, and then walked around the school as if it was a trophy after. Because she did that. I'm not gonna name her or him. I'm not gonna name them because invasion of privacy. You. I still hate you. We're gonna name her Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj at my school was a piece of shit. She was always creating drama and literally made my life a living hell. She also, I'm not gonna say anything else because that's just gonna give away my operation of who I'm talking about. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I was talking about Nicki Minaj, and she was also sharing stories about each other, about her and her school. Sorry for getting so distracted. She was also talking about her school, and I was talking about mine. And all of a sudden, I talked about how she kept changing genders over and over and over again. And somebody just added themselves into our conversation and started like acting like they knew me from my school, and they didn't. And they started trying to tell me that I was wrong about the person that I'm talking about when they have no idea what I'm talking about. And they were legit arguing me down, calling me every insult in the book. And they didn't even know me. They didn't know shit about me. They didn't know nothing about me. They didn't know what I was talking about, who I was talking to, what kind of school I went to. They didn't even know what kind of drama I was talking about. They just added themselves into my conversation and was talking so much shit, it was crazy. And then me and my girly pop were trying to tell her so bad. No, she didn't transgender. She didn't change her genders. She used it for attention. And she was like, no, she didn't use it for attention. Nigga, yes, she did. She's at my school. She's not at your school. You don't know nothing. Shut your lips. And then after an hour of going back and forth with this redheaded whore, finally, did you change this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine, nigga. That's my childhood nursery rhyme. I hope you didn't change it. I'm about to slap the fuck out of you. I'm just kidding. So after an hour, did she just go, yeah, darn, what's her name? Yellow-haired pineapple? Big Man is my favorite character. I'm gonna call her Flame from now on. But, yeah, after an hour and a half of arguing with these stupid idiots on Ponytown, she finally understood what I was talking about, and she started to apologize, but then she stopped apologizing, and she started insulting me, and then when she left the cafe, she called me a bitch. And then we continued our conversation as if nothing happened. And a few days ago, me and I kept telling my girly pop that I was being bullied, and at first, she believed me, but I knew that I needed some proof. So a few days ago, actually, after all the boys, because the purple pony was in 2025, and Jack Walton was just a few months ago. So this happened like 5 days ago, because I recorded it. Yeah, it happened like 4 days ago. So me and my girly pop were sitting at the cafe on the second server of Ponytown, and all of a sudden, there was this person who was in my personal space, and I specifically told them in the most gentlest way possible, hey, can you move, please? And he did move, and he even apologized. And then he went over to the corner of the cafe where, like, all the bread is. And they started calling me a mentally ill person. They started calling me mentally dumb. What really stuck to me, because I'm dyslexic and I had trouble ever since I was a kid with math, was they called me mentally challenged. And you know why they called me mentally challenged? Because I told these pieces of garbage to get out of my personal space. Not everyone on Ponytown wants to be covered. I want you to realize that. If they spent a lot of time on a certain OC, they do not want to be covered by a black pony with purple horns and a disgusting wing character. Because you look like you made it as a 5-year-old. You look like this is the most oldest character. You acting like you 5 years old. Anyway, I'm not being racist. It's literally like all black, and he had purple wings, and he was just all up in my face. And so I asked him to move politely as possible, and he did. And then they came over here and called me retarded and mentally stupid and mentally challenged. And then my girly pop stood up after she was done with the menu, because she was also making a character. She's really good at making characters in Ponytown. So I whispered her a few messages, and she saw it, but she didn't say anything. And then Bum Bum Rush. And then she got out of the menu, and for the first time she saw exactly what I was talking about. When I say, I'm being bullied, she finally saw it. Instead, she stood up out of her seat, and she started protecting me for a very long time. And they kept on calling me mentally health, and they kept on saying I was starting this, and I was doing this, and that, and the third. And she kept on protecting me, and this one I really felt love. And then she left because her Wi-Fi didn't work anymore, and I protected her because they were calling her a whore and a hoe and a female dog, and they told me that I needed to close my mouth, and that I needed to keep my mouth closed, and that I needed to be silenced, and that I needed to be put down because I was a female dog, and that I was a useless person in this world, and that I needed to die, and I needed to kill myself, I needed to silence myself. I needed to do all of that just because I told them to peacefully move out of my way, because I didn't want to be covered. That's why. Because I didn't want to be covered, they told me that I needed to be silenced, and that I was a female dog, and that I needed to die. Another one is that I sat in a chair. This was months ago. I sat in a chair, and someone else wanted to sit in the chair, and when I told them that I wasn't going to move because it's a freaking pixel chair, they told me to off myself. I think I have one more case. If I can find another case, I think I have more. I think I have another case, I think. Oh, this is what they look like. I have a picture. Okay, I have a picture. This is what they look like. This is what my ex's girlfriend looks like. This is what they look like. Do not be friends with them if they look like this. Oh my god, I found a picture. Even my girly pop said your ex-friend is beside us. Oh yeah, okay, so this is what I said. I said, stop acting like I hurt you because you wouldn't move for just a few seconds. And then he said, just a few seconds. And then I said, okay, and I simply asked him to move. And then the dude named Kitty said, blah, 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 mentally challenged person. And then I said, why you gotta call me mentally challenged for that? And then I said, bro, I didn't do anything. And then he said, I don't want drama. Let's stay away from this Barney. And I said, why are you calling me mentally challenged? And I said, I didn't do anything. And Kitty said, you don't have to. And then this dude said, look, Miss Perfect, if you don't like it, then leave. And I said, I literally didn't even do anything. I just asked you to move out of my space. And Kitty said, sure, you literally tell people to move. Oh yeah, and then he said Kitty, and that's doing something. I think I screenshotted too many. Oh yeah, and then I said because he was in my space. And then he said, it's a pony. And I said, it doesn't matter. And he said, whatever. And I said, if I don't want you to cover me, then don't throw a fit. And he said, okay, mentally challenged. And then he said, you're special. When did they call in the Space Force in here? That doesn't make any sense. And then I said, can you go now? And he said, sure, let's go blur turd. And then he said, can you stop being so judgmental? And then I said, instead of calling me mentally challenged, just shut up. And then I said, I didn't even do anything to you. And he said, come on now. Oh, he said, come on, ho. And I said, you're acting like I hurt your feelings. That's when he called me a whore. Oh, and then my girly pop said, bro throwing a fit and causing shit just for being told to move. What a baby. And then he called me a hoe again. And then he said, okay, bro. And then I whispered to my girly pop, I said, I can't do this anymore. And then he said, you're such a slow goddamn typer. He said, come on, ho, talk. And then he said, listen to the mentally challenged. And then he said, you don't have to hurt my feelings by saying anything to me, but just by your whole vibe and personality, you are more judgmental. And I didn't even do anything but tell him to move. And I told him, just go. And then he stopped. Oh yeah, this is what he looks like. The totally black dude with the purple wings and the nasty mohawk, and then the black cat. These are the comments, by the way, just because you want proof. I hope I'm going the right way. That was them following me. Oh, and he said, you don't even have a job. And I said, yes, I do. And he said, like you have one, hoe. Okay, I was going backwards. I'm so sorry. And then I said, you really need to get educated. And then Shadow said, you really need to be put to sleep. And then Shadow said, permanently. You really need to be put to sleep permanently. And then he called me a female dog. And then Kitty called me ugly. And then he called me a hoe. And then this was yesterday, where a bunch of people were following me around the cafe, which was Rarity and a Powerpuff Girl looking girl. You see that girl with the ginger hair? That's me. I actually have the video. Look, I just got in, and I sat down, and I can literally show you that I'm being harassed, because look at that. Look at these two following me around the entire cafe. You can literally see that I just joined the game, and they're already trying to harass me. And I can't block them either before you ask. Bro, look at them. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I sent this to my girly pop too, by the way. I hope she saw this. Oh yeah, this is my home, by the way. I don't know why I was going into my settings. Hold on, let me just... Alright, hold on. Alright. I turned into a changeling and I went outside. And see, they're both already following me. And I just came out of my home. That means that they were staying there. That's just a video of people harassing me on a daily basis, and I had to screenshot that and everything, so... yeah. That's my story time. Hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and turn those notifications down below. I'm going to be uploading 2 videos tomorrow, so hope you enjoy those.